Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For those who haven't been here before, hi, I'm Fliss. For those returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am here today with a 2-month update on how I have found it so far in 2020 not buying any new clothes. So I decided to set myself, sorry, I've got like a weird lisp going on today, so that's not, I think I've got some gummy issues. Anyway, I decided to test myself and try not to buy any new fashion items all year. This is mainly because of the sustainable impact of the planet, the impact on the planet that this has. One of my biggest flaws in terms of the planet is buying fast fashion, ASOS, Topshop, etc., and sending it all back, a lot of it back anyway, doing lots of returns, like the day before I go on holiday, the day before a wedding, anything like that, I'll be buying new clothes. And I just thought, you know what, I love charity shops, I love eBay, I love all that kind of thing. Why not test myself and do a whole year of not buying anything new? So that's what I've done, and we've made it to the end of February, and so far no new purchases have been made. So I just wanted to share my tips and advice on how I found it and the do's and don'ts, because I've learned a few things in the first couple of months of the year. So I'm gonna stop rambling and get straight into it. But if you'd like this kind of content, I'm gonna be creating loads more fashiony, sustainable content now. Like I did so many haul weeks and things last year, and that is just not where I'm going with this channel anymore. It's all about sustainability in terms of fashion. So yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. But if you'd like to subscribe and like this video, I'd love you forever, because it means so much to me, and it means I know people like this kind of content. So slightly ironically, I've written my notes for this on a Topshop order from last year, don't worry. So yeah, that's what I'm reading off, because I film on my phone, so yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm reading from. So I'm gonna start with the do's for what I recommend you do before / when you first get into not buying new fashion. So number one is turn off every time you get one of those newsletters come through from Topshop or Pretty Little Thing, wherever you shop, and it's saying 10% off, or hey girl, why not check out all these new styles? No, like the first month that I was getting those, it was so tempting, especially in January, because everywhere has sales. I was like, this is so hard. So every time one came through, I unsubscribed. And they're all quite sneaky, because I swear I have unsubscribed from every one that's come through, and they are still coming through. So make sure you really like push unsubscribe on those, because they are so tempting. Obviously they're built by teams who do this all the time, and they understand the psychology of what's going to make you want to buy, especially because it's similar stuff to what you've bought in the past. So just be really, really careful about turning all of those off, because the worst, like they'll catch you on a Monday when you're at your desk and you feel a bit shit, and it might have just been payday, and you're like, I really want to just buy something and it's come tomorrow, and there's that email tempting you. So turn all of those off, girl. Second one, in a similar vein, is delete all the shopping apps on your phone, because they do the same thing. They'll send you a push notification through, and it's saying this deal here, this item here, the item you wanted is come back into stock, and it's like, it's too tempting. It's too tempting. So I've deleted them all. Also, when you're bored and you're scrolling through your phone and endless scrolling of Instagram started to get boring, never happens. Then you go on to like Topshop, Pretty Little Thing. I don't know why I keep saying those, because I shop on ASOS and Zara more. I used to. So yeah, anyway, delete all the apps as well. That is my piece of advice from an admin point of view when you first start. Another piece of advice in the do's is, every now and again, I probably do this once every few weeks, have a little night on your own. If you live with someone, wait till they've gone out playing football or your housemates aren't in, whatever. Put your music on and try on all your clothes, because I know this is a really obvious one and everyone knows, like, oh, try on new stuff in different ways. But like this red jumper, for example, I got in Urban Outfitters maybe like 5-6 years ago. I never really wear it anymore, but then I tried it on with like some tailored trousers or some dungarees or a different skirt, or maybe like put a satiny dress over the top of it, and you just realise so much how like many outfits you can make out of all the stuff you already have. And then what I did when I did this night is I took pictures of each outfit and saved them into a little album on my phone called Outfits. And now in the mornings, I go to gym classes a lot of the time in the morning. I can't be asked to quickly think, and I'm never organised enough to think the night before. So I actually just quickly go to that album that I've made on these evenings where I've tried on my clothes on, think, yeah, this is the weather today, that outfit will work, and then I just take it. And you know, and it's quite a fun night, like when you're on your own. You've got, for me, I'll put like little mix or something on, and it is actually, I find it quite fun trying all your clothes on. So yeah, that is one of my do's that I recommend. Sorry, I'm talking really quickly because I could talk about this subject for hours, so that's why I'm going quickly. Also, if you see a little thing on my finger, I caught my finger in the door. I haven't just got ink on my finger. So the next one I've got is, oh my God, Depop. Can we just? Depop is my new best friend. I always knew it was there and I've used it before, but not to this extent. I love Depop. It is so good. I get all my clothes from there now because I am never going to be someone who does not buy clothes. That is just, I will want new to me clothes, of course. Who doesn't want, like, I think I'd get quite sad if I just had to wear the same outfits for all year. So yeah, Depop, absolute saviour. I've just got a shop on there. In fact, I'll move to the side now and show you what my shop looks like in a little clever screenshot. This is where I actually can't find out I can't do it, and I'm just standing at the side of a screen. Hopefully I can do it. But yeah, I am obsessed with Depop. It's got all high street stuff on there, obviously. It's got high end, it's got everything. And what I love about it, that's different to eBay, is, so you can tell I'm getting really excited, is you can have all your liked items saved so that you can go back to them as long as no one else has bought the item you wanted. They're all there. And if you remember like a really nice dress from Zara that you wanted like a year ago or even less, 9 times out of 10 people are selling it on there. It's so great, and people will negotiate and give you offers. I think I spent £120 on Depop last month, not last week, and I know that seems a lot, but I have just got into Depop and I've become a bit obsessed. But I think I got like 12-13 items for that, so you know. And I know what people are thinking in terms of like post and sustainability, so I've been asking each seller, please repackage my item in something like in packaging that you already have, if you can. Obviously I don't want to be too bossy, but please just send it in like an old bit of packaging you have, because I don't want it to be new plastic and packaging. And I always have it delivered to work, where we always get loads of Royal Mail post anyway, so that delivery driver would be doing that delivery anyway. So I'm hoping that my carbon footprint is still quite low from shopping on Depop. But yeah, I absolutely love Depop, and I'm planning on doing a whole video separately to this on my tips for selling on Depop. I am new, like I haven't got that many followers. I've made quite a few sales in quite a short space of time though, so I'm going to do like a Depop tips video. So if you actually want to see that and you want to hurry me up, feel free to comment below that you do want to see that, because I've learned a few things in the last couple of months selling on there. And then my last do section before I move on to don'ts is charity shops. I've done a whole video on charity shops before, which I will link down below, but just whenever you're like walking around, I understand with charity shops it is a bit of a long game. It's not like Depop where you think, I've got a wedding coming up, I'll look at wedding guest dresses, and then they obviously on Depop you can get them within a few days usually if someone sends them quite quickly. With a charity shop, obviously it's very hit and miss what you find in there, so that's more of like a leisurely, like on a Saturday if you're walking past one anyway, then pop in. I found like a really nice COS jacket in there for my boyfriend the other day that I bought home for him, and my mum found a Hugo Boss dress when we went into one, which was so nice. So me and my sister got her that for Mother's Day because it was a bit expensive, even though it's from a charity shop. But some of them, you know, they are a bit more designery. There's one in Angel called Royal London Hospice, I think, or Trinity Hospice. I'll link it here. But it is a little bit more pricey, but it's so nice and it's full of all like designery things. So yeah, definitely have a look in charity shops. And if you're interested, I am going to do a video on, I've already done like my tips for charity shops, but this is quite a London based one. But if anyone lives in or travels to London, I was going to do like the best charity shops in each different area of London, because I've travelled to quite a lot of them to go and get good things. Also car boot sales, I really have got into car boot sales recently, so definitely Google your nearest car boot sale. I didn't actually buy stuff for myself on that. I bought stuff to sell on Depop because, as I say, I'm obsessed with Depop. But yeah, car boot sales are a good one because you get things for like 50p rather than some charity shops in London can be quite pricey. So yeah, I do a mixture of both of those. Now on to my don'ts. There's only 2 don'ts, so don't worry, we're nearing the end of this video. I'm not going to ramble forever. One don't is, this is maybe a bit of a controversial one, but don't feel like you can't go into real shops. as in non-charity shop shops, because I was a bit scared of this at first, and my friends would go into Zara or my sister or whoever, and I would stand outside because I thought I just can't, because it's too tempting when I go in there. And if in fact what I found was, when I was standing outside the shop, I was thinking of all the amazing things that I might be missing inside, and it actually kind of made it a bit worse. I guess this kind of depends on the sort of person that you are, but I honestly think, when I did finally, I went to New York for work with my colleague slash friend Nimi, and we popped into a Zara, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in with her. I went in, and obviously Zara's amazing. Like, I love so many of their clothes, and there's some gorgeous stuff in there. And I picked up this top, and it was really cute, and I was like, oh, I really want it, I really want it. But then I looked at it, and I was like, do you want this enough to ruin your whole year of like what you've already told yourself and made yourself accountable to everyone else for? And do you want it enough for all of the like issues that will have come behind that top? And then I thought, no, I actually don't. And also, it was like £25 for this tiny little top. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? If I don't want it that much, then I shouldn't be buying it anyway. And I did think, if I really, really want it, in a couple of months, when someone else has used it and they're not bothered about it anymore, I can buy it from them on Depop. So yeah, I actually thought to myself, actually going into a shop and into Zara on that occasion helped me. It made me realise there's not loads that you're missing in there. It's not like these amazing things that you're missing in there. It kind of is like that aversion therapy almost, like seeing it a little bit makes it enough. And and you got to remember when you're in those shops how much money you're saving, because I could easily go into them and buy 3 items and spend nearly £100. And every time you do that, you're saving so much money. Like, honestly, I cannot wait to see how much money I've saved at the end of this year, because I reckon it's going to be a lot. And then my final tip is another don't. And that is, and I talked about this a little bit, I think, or definitely on Instagram. I don't know if I talked about it in my other video, but about New Year's resolutions. But don't be afraid to ask your friends for clothes. So I've told all my friends that I'm doing this, and loads of them, like, so my friend Jasmine the other day said, would you like to borrow a dress for any dresses for any weddings or anything you're going to, because we're all going to a wedding together. Also, like, I think I mentioned this before, but my friends Jade, Pip and Shanice lent me all their swimwear and bikinis and holiday stuff for when I went on holiday earlier this year, which is so lovely, because I'm more than happy to do the same for them. I think it really builds your friendship because you're really helping each other out. Obviously, it's bloody amazing for me because they just came along with this massive bag of bikinis, and there was like honestly like 50 in there, because it was between like 2-3 girls, and I just thought, this is crazy, like the amount of hours I would have spent on ASOS trying to find all these amazing bikinis, and money, and then obviously the planet. Like, it's amazing that I can just like borrow theirs, they can borrow mine. Like, I will be buying new things to me on Depop, which I'm more than happy for them to borrow at any time. And I just think it does, like I say, asking someone for a favour really builds your friendship. Yeah, I really, really recommend borrowing clothes from friends, and you can always get them a little something to say thank you afterwards. So they are all my tips from the first 2 months. Just as like a summary, I have found it fairly easy so far, I'm not going to lie. I thought I'd find it a lot harder. I do love a treasure hunt, to be honest, I'm that kind of person, but I've loved going on Depop and shopping in charity shops, and I actually feel great for the amount of money I'm saving. I'm never scared to like go out for a meal or anything like that, because I know I haven't spent too much money on ASOS this month, so I can definitely afford it. And yeah, it's making my life a little bit more, I feel a little bit lighter, and I'm causing less, like I feel a little bit less guilty. There are definitely other areas of my life where I could be more sustainable, but in this area I feel really like happy with myself that I'm doing it. And yeah, like I say, it hasn't stopped me buying new things at all at all. So I've still got new things arriving that I'm excited to receive and try on. So they're just other people's trash that's become my treasure. So yeah, I have absolutely loved it. I really do recommend it for anyone who's thinking about it. Please don't feel like you have to wait till it's New Year and it's a New Year's resolution, because you could just do it for like starting from now, basically. But yeah, I will be doing updates every couple of months on how this is going. If you want more updates, like once a month, then let me know. I'm just not quite sure how much I'd have to say every month, but I'll definitely be checking in with you guys throughout the year and letting you know how I'm getting on. Also, my eBay video is linked down below. Not eBay, charity shop video is linked down below. My Depop and other charity shop video are going to come out in the next few weeks, so look out for those. And please do hit subscribe if you like this, because I'll be making lots more content like this in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!